All right, another session with me today. I'm gonna make rasam, and I'm gonna show you how to make very simple rasam with not much. Of course, everybody makes it like that, I guess. But this is the way I make it, and it tastes really good. So what I've done is I've taken 3 big tomatoes in a bowl, and I've slit them. If you see, I've slit them in crosswise. So when you boil the onion and you slit them like that, what happens is the skin comes out pretty well. And then I put 2 garlic cloves in here, and I put just 10 black pepper whole in the water. There's black pepper in the powder too, the rasam powder. That's why I'm not putting much here. So there's that black pepper, and 1 cup of, exactly 1 cup of water. So here the tomatoes are all nicely boiled and squeezed. So you see how the skin is coming out. So we leave the skin in there so we can squeeze the amazing flavors out of it later. But here we go. So now I'm gonna add the tomatoes in here, so it gets blended pretty well. The garlic, that's I'm gonna make blend and come back. So I made the paste of the tomatoes. Tomatoes, 10 whole black pepper, and 2 garlic cloves. So that's the paste. And the things that I am going to put in my rasam today is, here we go, tamarind juice, curry leaves for tadka, ginger, garlic, small bit of good, jaggery for the sweetness, to beat the sourness of the tamarind, green chili, 1 green chili, very thinly chopped, and I'm going to put onions and lemon. This is methi leaves, guys. You know methi leaves, fresh from my garden. I had put it in my garden for almost a month back, and it came out really good. So I am going to use methi leaves here instead of cilantro. Remember, methi leaves I'm using. That's and hing, say methi leaves, and little bit methi seeds for tadka. That's it. And our ginger garlic paste, water based on how much I need. Here we go. Switch it on and add the tomato juice first. Mortar. That's it. Tamarind juice, guys. So I'm adding, again, this is the size that I have, small cup, very small, just to bring out the taste. And so almost 3 cups of water to the end. 1 cup when boiling the tomatoes, and once the tomatoes get squeezed, there's another cup that comes in there, so that's 2 cups, and 1 cup of this. And then again, based on the taste and the bowl that you have, big one, small one. And now I'm going to add very thinly sliced onions. I am going to keep the onions little bit, very little onions, see there, very little onions in the side. So when I'm putting tadka on top, popu, then it will I will put that in there. And here we go, green chilies that I put in here. And at this point I'm going to add curry leaves also, just so that it brings taste, and the jaggery, the tamarind, hing, rest I am going to add as we do tadka and things like that. So here, the methi, fresh methi leaves. Salt according to your taste, according to the consistency and the amount of water, and we have put turmeric and homemade rasam powder. Almost 2 full with my spoon that I have, and give it a good stir so that all the masalas, the spices get mixed and the jaggery or the gur gets dissolved, and we put a cover and let it come to boil, and then we'll show how to put the tadka also. So here you see the rasam is getting completely like boiled. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep this in the side and reduce the little, it's hot, man. So I'm going to keep this in the side for a few minutes until we do the tadka. So here is for tempering. Oil, let the oil get a little warm. For tempering, I have the rai, jeera, and split urad dal, 2 red chilies, curry leaves. I stay always my thing, ginger, garlic, and as I said, methi leaves. Fresh methi leaves will go in the hot water, hot oil, and then I am going to squeeze the lemon into the. So until the oil gets warm, I'm going to squeeze the lemon in the rasam. Remember, you already added tamarind juice to it, so how much quantity you are making is you can add the lemon. Half a lemon if it's big size, the way we get it here. If you have those small ones, the green small ones. So the green small ones, what you will do is, what I've heard is, and I've not experimented with it yet, and I don't know if that's true. But I've heard that the green one actually brings bitterness into the dishes. So I have not added that any time. So I always add the big lemons that I have, the yellow ones that I find here. And so I don't know. So if, in that case, if it brings bitterness, what you do is, after you're done cooking, you've switched off the gas, then add. So I'm adding a little bit methi seeds also here. And remember little onions that we had saved when putting it in the rasam. I'm going to add that. There we go. Let me put this in the side. And it's coming pretty cool. And at this point, I am going to add the 2 red chilies and also the methi, fresh methi. This fresh methi in the oil for rasam, this was taught to me by my mom. And then we put some curry leaves. So that's how I got this methi leaves in the tadka. And of course we start with putting a little bit in there too. And let's wait for the tadka to be done, and then we add it to the thing. Rasam. Oh, I wish you could smell it. It's amazing smell. And now we're going to bring the rasam back here and take the tadka off. And so if you see, the tadka is almost done. You see that in the side? So at this point, if we take it out, that means the rest of it, the oil is pretty hot, and the rest of it will become, the tadka will be ready. And then we give it a, I'm going to just give it another boil and then add the tadka. So there we go. It's boiling pretty good now. And now we will add the, give me 1 second. Huh? I'm just going to keep this a little second in there so it gets a little hot. I am just warming the tadka. It just became a little, so the oil is, I can take it out pretty easy. There we go. And so now we add the tadka to the rasam. There we go. See? And this much boil is enough. You don't need more of its boil. So now the rasam is done. So I'm going to just add it into my serving bowl. And definitely hot, 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 hot. You see? Ooh. There we go. Aha. It smells really amazing, guys. I'm telling you. So, methi rasam is done. I hope and wish that you make it and you like it. Hola!